Hi, I'm Andy Hayward, CEO of Genius Brands, and I'm proud and excited today to present NBA superstar legend, legendary investor, and Genius Brands shareholder, Shaquille O'Neal, in an intimate interview with Emmy-winning Fox Sports broadcaster, Charissa Thompson. Shaq, Charissa, welcome.
Well, anytime I am asked to interrupt my daily events to talk to Shaquille O'Neal, I drop everything. Hi, friend.
Hello, how are you?
It's always a pleasure to talk to you. I mean, it's been over a decade since we worked on Shaq Versus together. For those of you that weren't familiar with this show, Shaq took on other athletes in their respective sports. My favorite was when you took on Albert Pujols in baseball and your name was Shaqie Robinson.
You like that one? You remember that one?
I mean, or another one was Manny Pacquiao and you were Manny Pacquiao. So you had some good names. You were always creative and you were always busy doing something. Where are you at right now?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia right now. We're just sitting there. It's kind of, it fluctuates. It starts off hot and then it ends up cold. Right now it's about 48 degrees. So I'm just sitting in the house relaxing.
I love it. Well, that's very rare for you to actually be sitting still and relaxing because you're always busy. You're always doing something. Everyone knows your resume, 19-year NBA veteran, Hall of Famer, 4-time NBA champion. Shaq, you've done so much in your basketball professional career. And of course, you continue to do it on the Emmy award-winning show with the guys over there on Inside the NBA. But what sort of motivates you to continue going when you've done so much professionally on and off the basketball court?
Well, I love doing humanitarian work and I love making people smile. I love just helping people out. So when I was approached by my good friend Andy Hayward about Shaqs Garage, I was like, you know what? I think it'd be a good idea because, Andy and I, we've been friends for a long time. Andy's seen my impressive garage. I've seen his impressive garage. And I love cars. And we wanted to create something where it's like Toy Story meets Hot Wheels, but it's all done Shaq style. And of course, this is all for children. Shaq loves the kids. One thing about me that I've always been able to do, I've always been able to know how to speak the language of the juvenile, of the kid, of the children, of all cultures, of all ages. And it's just a special gift. And I think it all started when I had to babysit my younger siblings. I had to learn how to, talk to, my two sisters, my brothers, their friends. And, when I used to go to the little Boys and Girls Club and there was younger kids there, I was always the elder statesman. I had to learn how to, do this, don't do that, don't bully him, don't bully her, so it's something that I've always been able to do, is talk to children.
You're a big teddy bear. You are loved by the old and the young. You mentioned Genius Brand. I mean, Genius Brand is so dedicated to delivering content with a purpose, Shaq. And you mentioned, your philanthropic work, and we'll get into more of that in just a second. But why was it, aside from your relationship with Andy, but why was it so important to do this series, Shaqs Garage, and really bring that to life? What was it about the cars specifically, other than your personal love of vehicles to begin with?
Because believe it or not, all my cars, they're tricked out and they each have their own unique colorful personalities. So I wanted to kind of bring out to life something that the children will love and understand. And we're gonna be telling stories like saving a youth center that runs out of funds, helping a single mom who works nights, helping to keep a kid out of trouble. So we're gonna tell stories that are very, very relatable to issues that children have going on right now. And
yeah, and is it true that one of the cars is missing a wheel, but that doesn't stop her from going and really sending a message? Yeah.
And that's true. So Andy came to my garage one time, and there's a car in there that I've had since it's actually a 1969 Ford Galaxy, and I'm waiting for this one wheel. And Andy was like, why don't you put a different wheel on? I was like, no, Andy, I'm waiting for the original wheel. I don't want to put rims on this one. Everything's original. So the guy who I was, doing business with, we kind of lost contact. So the car is actually a cool car. We'll always clean it up every Sunday. So it's just sitting there with 3 wheels, and people come in there, they get a kick out of that.
I love that, but it sends an incredible message. And Shaq, in the current landscape that we're in right now, in this world where everyone's going through a hard time, and you look at, small business owners, and you've got these, single moms that are out there right now and just trying to make sure that they provide for their kids. And, what sort of message would you send to people? Because you are so motivational, and you're always just that guy that, we all want in our corner. So what do you say to people right now that are struggling?
I wish I had all the answers. If I did have all the answers, I would put up a website and it'd be called answersforfree.com. But I could tell people to just, hang in there and, just, keep working hard. Hopefully times will get better. As an athlete, when it gets really, really down for me, it never goes below down. It always, at some point starts to come up. So, hopefully this virus will get eradicated and get behind us so we can get back to normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm not used to not being able to interact with people. Like now you're going out and everybody has on the mask and nobody wants to take pictures and, the kids fist bumping and, restaurant. Like I'm not really used to that. I would like the world to where it was. And it really hurts my heart, especially during the first lockdown where you see 40 million people are out of work.
Mm-hmm.
Because I never thought I would see stuff like that, especially in 2020 with so much going on and so many people are making money. But I would just tell people to just hang in there and always just try to do my part to just brighten up somebody's day. And I know that this show will promote diversity and inclusiveness, and it will have stories of substance and values with lessons.
Yeah, Shaqs Garage, of course. So give me a little preview of some of the cars. You have Big Diesel, of course. You got to have Big Diesel.
I get Big Diesel. I got a Volkswagen. I got a Chuck wagon. I got a car that reminds me of you. It's beautiful and gorgeous and perfect, and it doesn't age.
Well, thank you.
I got a bus.
So where did your love of cars come from?
Not being able to have many cars as a youngster.
No.
So my dream was Hot Wheels. I used to always get Hot Wheels and I get a cardboard box and I would say to myself, man, I'm rich. Like these are all the cars that I own. And then when after listening to my mom, after listening to my dad, after becoming very successful and just, I just started, collecting cars. But I do not have the most impressive car collection. Jay Leno has a very impressive car collection. My agent's father had a very, very impressive car collection. I've seen a lot of guys with great car collections. Mine would be in the top 20,000, when it comes to these car collectors. So I don't want to brag like I got the best car collection, but I do have.
Well, you do have the best garage in Shaq's Garage. So the collection maybe needs some works, but the show itself is perfect. So what's your favorite vehicle in your personal garage and on Shaq's Garage?
And it will probably be my Hellcat Challenger or my big diesel truck.
Okay.
Or my bus, because I have a tour bus too.
Of course you do. Everybody rides. It's the bus. We need Jerome Bettis to be on the bus. The bus needs to be on the bus.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. I like that.
We need to.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. You're the TV professional. I just try to follow in your very large footsteps. Shaq, you make an impact everywhere you go. Philanthropic endeavors have always been very important to you. Of course, you have the Shaquille O'Neal Foundation, which does an incredible job of helping youngsters in the inner city achieve their dreams. Why is it so important for you to give back to a community that's given so much to you?
I mean, it's what I was taught to do, it's what I was raised to do, and it's the right thing to do. Yeah. The other day I was in Best Buy and I saw our mom and she was standing in the line and, she was nice and polite and I was ear hustling. And I always like to say to myself, you know what? That was me in the 70s. That was me and my mom standing in the line, mom worked 2-3 jobs trying to get stuff. And basically she said something like, I owe $900. And I'm gonna pay. She was saying I'm gonna come back in 3 weeks and pay off so I can get these computers for my babies for school. I just had to step in. Like I was like, man, don't worry about it. I'll pay for this computer. I want you to get another one. And that's just the right thing to do. And she was a lady. That could have been my mom. That could have been me. And she was trying to do the right thing, save some money so her kids could get a laptop. And she was getting a cheap laptop. So I was like, Mama, You know,
Aw.
laptop, I want you to go get those apples. So, I bought a couple of apples and, she was happy. And that's what it's all about, just.
Well, you make me want to cry when I hear stories like that, but I know that you've done that an innumerable amount of times and you continue to give back to a community. And that's exactly what this show is going to do. Not every mom is lucky enough to run into you in Best Buy, but you can give back with Shaqs Garage. So what's the message that you want everyone to take away from this show?
Well, I just want to know everybody's going to be a family show. You just sit back, with your kids and, again, it's a show that'll make us laugh, it'll make us cry. I have amazing music, speed, loud noise, music, and fun, but it will definitely promote diversity and inclusiveness and have stories of substance, something that you can sit down with your family and kids and, just watch.
I love it. This year has taught us a lot of different things, right? And we've really sort of, hopefully everyone has really reflected on what's important to them. The world lost Kobe Bryant. The world lost somebody that they looked at, with admiration and respect, but you lost a brother, a friend, and a teammate. And Shaq, in the world where when it is all said and done, people are what matter. What was your takeaway from the incredible time that you and Kobe got to share together? What's something that will last with you forever?
It just taught me that you must communicate now. So many times we take stuff for granted. Like I haven't talked to you since the show.
Yeah.
I at least email you once every month to see how you're doing. Yeah. So before Kobe, I lost my baby sister. And that's when it really hit me because I'm over here working and doing stuff, but there should be times that you just call and say, hey, I miss you. I love you, what you're doing. And when we're in our profession, you spend a lot of time together and then you have to go do real life stuff. He has kids, I has kids, he has business. So we never really, talked a lot, but we should have, especially after we retired. That's the only regret I had. What the stuff that we went through, it's legendary. It happened how it was supposed to happen. I'm glad it happened the way it did. I would not change anything. Mm-hmm. We're the most enigmatic, most dominant 1-2 punch, big to little in history. But, after that, I think we should have been, at least, once a week or, once a month. So I've been trying to do my best when it comes to communication, just people that I think of, people that I just see, just call and, say hi. So I'm gonna need your email address. So you're gonna have to give it to Cynthia. So
deal. It's a beautiful message, and thank you for saying that. It's a good reminder for all of us, right? That a phone call or an email or a text message, it doesn't cost anything and it doesn't take a lot of time. So thank you for that important reminder that I need to remind myself of as well. Bringing it back real quick to the show, Shaq, and thank you for sharing your personal thoughts on a dear friend of yours. You talk about in this show that, these characters will have larger than life personalities, very similar to yourself. What is it about this show? Because you could work on a lot of different projects. And I know you mentioned your relationship with Andy and your love of cars, but why was this project so special when you could really do a lot of projects? And I know you're also co-producing this one as well.
Yeah, we can do a lot of projects, but, children are very important to myself and very important to Andy. And, it's a lot of stuff that, we could do off of this. We know it's going to be successful because Andy is, magic at doing the stuff that he does. We're going to get our celebrity friends to, do all the voices. And then, my partners, Genius Brands and Authentic Brands, will be licensed all kind of, cool collectibles. We want to take Hot Wheels to the next generation and make it more fun than ever. Because that's what I did when I was little. I would take these little cars and I would actually feel like I had these cars in real life. I would shine them up. I'd get some Windex and shine them up. I'd park them. All of my cars are moved. I was actually really upset, like who? So I know how kids get when they, get these cars. So again, we will not only have toys and play sets, we're gonna have music, publishing, sleepwear, footwear, backpacks, costume, party goods, bedding, and apparel. So Genius Brands and Authentic Brands, we're gonna do what we do best to, bring all this stuff to our life.
I love it. You are magic. You are pure joy with everything that you touch. And again, Genius Brands and content with a purpose. It couldn't be a better, partnership for the two of you guys to continue to do incredible work and to really just shed your light and your joy. Shaqs Garage, we will all look forward to it. It will be on Kartoon Network next year. So we have that to look forward to. Again, Shaqs Garage. Shaq, you are a joy. I just love catching up with you and really excited to see this project as well as all the other ones that you have going on.
Is that the Kartoon Network or the Kartoon Channel, which is distributed across Amazon Prime, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, Apple
everywhere?
Cable.
Let's not limit it to anything. Let's make sure that it's everywhere. Exactly. Shaq, we appreciate your time as always, and it's just a joy to see you, even over Zoom.
And tell your sexy husband I said hello.
Oh, I will. Yes, he's hard at work as always.
All right,
bye.